Hello, people. Just a quick video really to talk about tomorrow's game. I'm recording this the night before. It's going to be uploaded 8 a.m. in the morning, obviously, when this video finds you. So we've got Wolves tonight, 8 p.m. kickoff at the Emirates Stadium. Obviously, we're looking for a big win here. You know, we had a wicked game midweek against Club Brugge, however you want to pronounce it. And it feels like, you know, with the rotations and bits like that, we felt good. You know, it was a really good, solid performance. And I want to see us do the same against Wolves. I think this is a good opportunity to keep rotation going. You know, use some of the players that have been on the bench, and we want to talk about it. So, but obviously, like always, I want to hear what your thoughts, your predictions are. Drop it down in the comments because I always want to hear what the community is thinking. And, you know, all I'm thinking is win. You know, I'm predicting very much a score line where we're going to be, you know, many goals up. You know, I think 3 is an absolute minimum. You know, similar to midweek, we'd like to see some goal scorers maybe we don't always see. And I would love to see Gyökeres get on the score sheet. And I think there's been a lot of kind of criticism about him this week. Obviously, with Jesus coming back and having a really good cameo, kind of more of a positive, more touches, more shots on goal than a Gyökeres. I still don't think he's getting kind of what he needs to, you know, play for his game and his strengths. But also, again, we hear it. We need to see more of him playing our way as well. So, but I think he needs more time. He's coming back from injury, like Jesus. But I do think you could also see potentially a Gyökeres start and Jesus finish again. But I would love Gyökeres to get off the score sheet again. It would be amazing. So let me go through it. I'll go over my thoughts on obviously the starting 11. I think Raya at the moment, he doesn't seem like he's rotating Raya. He actually was really important midweek. He made some phenomenal saves. I think there was a lot of shots. He actually kind of maybe saved the game and actually made our scoreline look better, because I think maybe if Kepa was in, there might have been, you know, some goals against. So I do think Raya keeps his place. You know, it's less strenuous on keepers, you know, not running around all game. So I do think he'll stay there. Definitely see Lewis Skelly coming in at left back, because I think it's that kind of game. Obviously, we haven't got Calafiori as well because he's out with his red card. So it's a definite Skelly to start for me. There is obviously the talks about potentially Saliba coming back, but I do think they'll keep in Capier. And I mean, what do you think of Norgard? You know, I think he did well, you know, as a replacement kind of centre mid, sort of centre right back, sorry. So I could see him or Timber coming back into it. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think it'll be one or the other. I think Ben White has kind of got that right back position at the moment. And I think he will eventually start in rotating with Timber, because I think going forward, I think White's look really good. I'd love to see these little darting runs, and, you know, the set up midweek where he crossed it in. It was a fantastic goal he set up last weekend. That was Brentford, I think it was. So I'd love to see more of that from White. I think in the middle will be interesting because Zubimendi's played the most, I think, minutes for any Arsenal player this season. Obviously, Rice was ill midweek, so he could then well come back in. So what your thoughts? Rest Zubimendi, bring Rice back. Maybe see Odegaard and Eze in the middle. Give Marino a bit of a rest. He's played a lot of minutes as well. Odegaard just getting back into it, starting to get back into a bit more sharpness. Eze had a bit of a, you know, bad couple of games. It'd be maybe good to see him more centrally. I'd almost like to see Rice kind of maybe, you know, in a kind of 6 or a double pivot with Odegaard, with Eze just in front. I think that would be quite interesting to see how that goes as well. I think Madueke, I think he starts again on the right. I think Saka giving him more rest. He's got some big games to come up. We'll put Gyökeres in the middle. He's back. Let's give our number 9, or our number 9, or number 14, but number 9, if you know what I mean, at least the first half or 60 minutes, I would say. Then put Jesus for the last half an hour. And I think depending on who's fit on that left-hand side, obviously Trossard would be great to see him back. I know he's kind of still been coming back and getting kind of limited sort of minutes, but you can see Martinelli starting back on that left-hand side. So I think that's probably where I'm at with the starting 11 tomorrow. But I think it should be, you go against sort of one of the worst teams in the league we've seen in recent history. 2 points from 15. It's shocking for Wolves. So they're going to stick a lot of men behind the ball. It's going to be these low blocks. And I think we just need to kind of show what we can do. I think that's why someone like Eze is important. He's very, you know, can break down those low blocks as well. But we do need to see a bit of creativity. some balls through. I want to see some central balls being played onto Gyökeres so we can at least get onto it, because it is frustrating sometimes watching him not maybe getting a service, but also we need to see him create something of his own back, like a Jesus did in his cameo. I think Madueke obviously showed what he can do. He can beat his man, he can drive it in, and he can shoot from outside the box. Shoot, shoot, shoot. We can do this outside the box. A lot more goals being scored with Martinelli midweek and Madueke as well. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. 3-0. My goal scorers, I would say, are Gyökeres. Let's go Noni. Let's go Martinelli. Let's go with our front line. Let's be really positive going in. And I can see, depending on the scoreline, a bit of rotation happening towards the end of the game with some of these other players just keeping kind of minutes and keeping sort of fresh legs. But then we've got a whole week before the next game, so it'll be a great chance to get everyone rested, more people back from injury and everything else. But I really want to hear for your thoughts. Let me know what you think. We've obviously got the podcast on Monday with myself and Josh, so we're going to recap all obviously last week's things. So we're going to talk about the Club Brugge game. We'll talk about obviously the Wolves game as well, and then what's upcoming. We've also Wednesday a new thing for everyone. We're doing the Arsenal forecast. It's going to be a new kind of guest podcast. We've got 3 regulars, and we're going to have a guest every week. So that's what we're aiming to do. So we're trying to put it together and have kind of guests. So, but we're also looking for you guys. So if you're a fan, you want to get into podcasting, DM me, get in touch, because we are looking for guests as well. We're trying to look at friends, family, but also followers as well. If we manage to get any famous people, any Arsenal, players and stuff like that, that's the dream. That was what we'd love to do. So, but get in touch with me on socials, everything else that we do, and let's see where we take this. But we want to kind of have a couple of them every week. So we're going to do a regular on Monday, 8:30 UK time with myself and Josh, recapping the week, looking a little bit forward. The forecast is very much concentrating on ahead, but obviously getting more people's opinions, more people's heads together. Let's talk it out. And if you want Arsenal content, subscribe. That's where we need to be. Subscribe accounts. We're heading to that 1,000 mark. We're a really young channel, but really enjoying what we're doing, creating this content, every week. And obviously, we're going to do more previews and post games and stuff like that. So get in touch, like the video, share, hype, subscribe, all that fun stuff on YouTube. And I'll see you in the next one. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And obviously, tell your friends. I'll see you on Monday. Thank you.